Looking for a super offer for Super Bowl 58? DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered. New customers can bet on the big game and turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets.
I know the line has been moving around a little bit, but as of right now, the 49ers are a couple-point favorites. I know even if the 49ers were 20-point favorites, Mike would still be nervous watching that game.
Fact. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Jenkins. New customers can bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 58, with code Jenkins. The crown is yours. Welcome to Jenkins Jonez on the Volume Podcast Network. It is Friday, February 9th, and we've got a very special trade deadline episode. But more importantly, we are joined by longtime homie, friend of the pod, Jasmine Watkins.
Hey.
Jazz, thanks so much for hopping on.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited. Finally, shit.
She pressed y'all when she got on. She said she thought maybe she didn't have it. You know, she couldn't believe all the people we had on here before.
We are big fans. Yeah, we are big fans of the Jasmine Watkins on this pod. It's long overdue.
All right. Well, let me read you the DM exchange that I had with Jazz when we were talking about her coming on the show. Because I just want to capture, I feel like this is a perfect time capsule of what the last month has been like for Lakers fans. This is really going to be a coping episode for Lakers fans is what this shit is going to be. On January 13th, I said, hey, do you want to come on and talk Lakers implosion / trade after the deadline? And she said, that's crazy. Also crazy the word implosion is used, but whatever. And then a month later, I don't know if maybe implosion's strong, but the lack of a trade, I feel a little slapped in the face. And then you have Darvin Ham saying last night, after the Kobe statue unveiling and then they lose to the Nuggets, he gives an A+ for how the team played. Let's just be crazy Lakers fans. The expectation is not that you're a hard out to a contender in the playoffs. That is not the expectation for the Lakers. So where are you as a Lakers fan at right now, Jazz?
I'm just let's make the play-in. Hopefully, make it into the playoffs and see if something shake. Because the lack of a trade really kind of threw me off there. But I'm Delulu, much like yourself.
Hey, look, I think that Mamba mentality stuff gets overstated at points, but I do think if there's one night to lean into the Mamba mentality shit, it's Kobe's statue dedication night. And that A+ for effort shit, that does not fly that night, bro. Not at all, man.
I mean, A+ for effort. A+? You lost. That A+ is insane in a fucking loss. You know what I mean? That's crazy as hell. And I mean, what really makes, what I think about as well is Bron was publicly, more than I've ever seen Bron, publicly frustrated with what's been going on, throwing shots constantly. And I mean, maybe that was a Darvin, maybe there's the front office, we don't know. It felt more like Darvin, but they didn't do anything to appease him. That's kind of wild to me. Does his how he feels and what he says have, you know what I'm saying, as much weight? Was his last wiggle when he got the motherfucking Westbrook trade done and and now they bruh, we did that for you and it was a mess. We ain't, we ain't going off what you say or think anymore. I wonder how that feels odd to me as well.
And when you said that, I kind of missed Westbrook for a second. It's dark time. I'm so sorry.
Wow. You missed
it. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Westbrook's balling.
At least it was Westbrook.
Possibly
he's
possibly
balling,
the sixth man of the year. He's really found his place in with the Clips.
Better fit there. Westbrook at LA still would not be Westbrook at the Clippers.
Yeah. Totally agree. But it seems like the message has been sent that, we're gonna, try to retool this offseason. And I kind of got mixed feelings here. It's what could they have really done to make this team that much better? DeJounte Murray is a baller, but I don't know if he really, really moves the needle and makes this team, a legit championship contender. But it's if you're just punting on this season because, you're we'll get him next year. Bro, Bron is going to be 40 in December.
Period, bro.
40. That man is going to
can't
be
punt
40.
on a game, let alone a half a season.
So I just don't know, man.
They're not fully punting. You see?
It's
wait.
We got to lean in now.
It's a pooch punt. Don't set yourself up. They kicked it out of bounds, so it can't be returned, right?
I'm saying, you've seen games where it's damn, okay. And then, yes, we have stints where it's damn. But No, I'm telling you. I've seen
Lowercase
No,
d.
I'm with you. I know exactly what
Right.
you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
every night I feel like Quincy's mom in Love and Basketball, where she's like, I am tired because I see the potential in this team. And some nights, like last night, which I really don't think they should have wore the Black Mamba jerseys because that's embarrassing. You don't lose in those jerseys. But
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
it's just not there. And they do the fake comeback and I fall for it every single time. But now that you know that this is what you're working with, maybe they could, sign somebody real quick. No, maybe.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get Spence, and it's
I'm
gonna
available.
change everything. Yeah.
If they need me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw me in, I'll give you 5 fouls at
Don't-
least. You feel what I'm
Don't
saying?
go by me. There was a time when I thought Ramon Sessions was the answer to all Laker prayers. So
I remember those days.
You're really in the trenches with me. And that's what I appreciate about you. You are the heart and soul of Delusional Lakers Twitter. Like I'm looking at the buyouts last night. Like we'll bring Spence in, and he's gonna be a motivated Spence now. You know what I mean? Like he wants to come home. This isn't gonna be Dallas Dinwiddie. Like we're gonna
Dallas Dinwiddie. But I do agree that they are a better team than they're playing, and that speaks to coaching. You know what I mean? But it does still feel like, yo, this is not it. And even if they played better, they can't consistently be good enough to be the type of good that we expect out of them and that we need for Bron to get the best out of Bron. You know what I'm saying? A 40-year-old Bron. You feel me? So.
even if we make it to the playoffs, we're not going deep with like Pockets as a head coach. Like we need a strong. I mean, no, I'm saying
pockets.
we need a strong head coach. And I liked him for a minute, but now his time has passed. Like we need somebody else. And now Doc Rivers is off the market, so we don't have to worry about that happening. Like, let's just start looking.
Someone else jumped on that landmine for us.
Sheesh. We was talking about that. Is Doc going to make it to 10 games? They got smacked up so bad yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And Edwards was shooting off the 3-point line, threes off the glass just for fun. Like, I'm going to just make this harder because they can't make it hard for me.
Yeah.
You know, he was bored. Like, that's how bad that team has been. It's crazy.
You don't think Pat Bev is gonna change the culture?
Do you see Pat Bev? He's like, I have to get my shit back with Dame. I
Yeah.
gotta get my relationship right. You feel me?
Bro, life came so fast at Dame. Like just last summer, this man had dreams of living the good life in Miami, right? Like 80-degree days in February, playing for the best coach in the world. And now that man is in Wisconsin with Doc Rivers and Pat Bev. Like, bruh. I don't know.
Milwaukee, though.
With Giannis,
He in Milwaukee.
too.
He in the
Go
black
ahead,
part,
yeah.
though. So it's
Yeah, Milwaukee Black and
Milwaukee's
South.
a great city. Milwaukee's a great city. You know what I'm
Brady's doing a lot
saying?
of lifting, but it's not, Madison.
Great to do. But I don't know. I feel bad for him as well, and also the way they've been playing. He hasn't been. I think he's missed 5 of those 6 losses or whatever. But yeah, man, I hate it for him. I think they'll figure it out. But with Glenn at the helm now, they're not the world stoppers we were planning on seeing for sure, and they won't get there.
Yeah.
You can't keep getting away with this. I don't get it.
They gave that man 4 years.
Bro, you said they got him on the books till 2028.
4 years, bro. 4 fucking years. That's wild. 4 years.
Bro.
I don't know. God bless him. Maybe Pat Bev comes in and change, like you said, could have been in Miami and instead you're hoping Pat Bev can give you a
That
spark.
was for sure a nigga help move from Doc Rivers there. Like he's like, bro, anybody, please. They are beating my ass right now. I need a voice in this locker room. That's for sure what that move was.
But if like Pat Bev is literally the last option you would choose in order to do that. You know what I mean? That's where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you are at, in game 6 of your coaching. Like we need Pat Bev. That'll do it. Crazy, bro. Why did they think Glenn was going to be the better option? We don't have to get into that. We've already talked about it. It's just so wild.
I think Griffin was just so terrible though. I do think
he was a terrible person, but they had won. They were winning.
They were 30 and 13.
Right. And they won 6. They won the last 6 or 7 games or something like that. They were on a hot
They
streak.
hated him so much they danced around in a
But they
circle.
won,
The most
and now they're
whimsical
losing.
shape to dance in. They danced in a circle.
Whimsical shape. Maybe they needed that hate, nigga. How about that? Maybe we're thinking about it wrong. That hate had them winning. You know what I'm saying? The happiness got them ass 1-5 in this motherfucker, nigga. You know what I'm saying? maybe hate will do you right sometimes. Niggas need a little hate. You feel me? Motivation.
Telling you.
The hate will fuel you. You know what I mean?
Well, if that's true, then with the Lakers coaching situation, I should be very motivated right now. I would just put it like that. And I like Jazz referred to Darvin as pockets, which I appreciate. I saw after one of the Lakers wins, there was a picture of him with only one hand in his pocket. And someone tweeted, "Wait till he takes that other motherfucker." Like,
it's over with.
You won't believe what he's got in the other hand.
Oh man,
He be spectate. Let me not go into it. I'm just
go into it. No, go into it. Let's get into it.
Spectating, and then the lineups, they don't work. These are the worst lineups since Wayne Brady. I don't know what you are putting in this game, but it's not working, and then he don't adjust like everybody knows he should. So we just sitting here, oh, maybe we'll get them next game. And they have a stretch of like 2 games where they play decently. And then before you know it, here come the Pistons, and they might beat us. What, they come in like 2? Yeah, you just never know. That's why I'm like, let me not get too cocky, but I think the playoffs are in store.
Mm-hmm. You know,
you still have faith. I respect that so much.
Come on.
All right.
As a Lakers fan, with Bron and AD saying, I think the playoffs are in store, seems very sad.
Yeah.
So y'all are happy about it. I'm glad, but Jesus.
I just think one thing that's been hard for me, Jazz, I don't know if you've experienced this. Like, I feel like when the Lakers have been good since Bron came, there's this like uneasy coalition between Lakers fans, like Kobe stans, and Bron fans. And I do feel like the coalition is like coming apart a little bit right now. It's just been like a lot of bickering. I'm a Laker fan, like first and foremost. I've said on the pod, like when we gave up Shaq for Kobe, I was upset about that as a kid. Like I wanted Shaq. That was my like, and so I still love Kobe, yes. But like to me, I'm a Lakers fan. So even like when we just sacrificed being competitive to pay Kobe at the end of his career, I was upset about that too. Like I want the Lakers. Yes, I mean I'm glad they did it, but but having the Lakers suck for 2 years and plan on sucking for 2 years was difficult for me. You know what I mean? So like I don't know. Where are you at? I guess. How do you feel about that? And do you feel like the coalition is starting to come apart a little bit?
Yes, I feel you. I'm a Lakers fan. I was born in Cali, raised in Atlanta, so I could never root for the Hawks. My God. So
smart decision.
I have always that wasn't even like I wasn't trying to like shade them, but like I could only root for the Lakers. It just so happened that my favorite player ended up being Kobe, and I was okay with the contract. Yes, you know, we had to watch like Robert Sacre and shit like that afterwards, but whatever. I didn't know that there was such like a visceral hate between like LeBron stans and Laker fans. Cause I'm just thinking, hey, we're, you know, all one big happy family, but apparently not. Like everybody is going crazy. I see it as like one band, one sound, like we one team. But shit, I don't know, because I never rooted for, like, I love LeBron, but I never rooted for a team he was on. So I don't know what it's like to like hop from team to team. But
yeah, I mean, it's just like rollover from the Bron Kobe debates, right? Like that's where the bad blood stems from, and you know that whole debate was stupid because Bron and Kobe loved each other, right? Like we are fighting a.
And we love Kobe. Like we were Kobe. You know what I mean?
I don't know how you can be a basketball fan and not be a Kobe fan. He just a beautiful fucking game he had, right? Like,
right.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think there was a thing that happened, which is that when Bron came to the Lakers fans who may have been engaged in those debates felt gratified that it was like, well, hey, he's the best player of this era, and he ultimately wants to be a Laker because he gets it. So there was that feeling like, and so then when he tweets that hourglass emoji and he's wearing the Knicks towel, I saw a lot of Lakers fans really flip their shit, and then like fans of the Heat like, get used to it. Like that, like this is how it ends, dog. It's not pretty when it ends with Bron. And I think that was where it's like, you can't treat us like we're the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers tweeting hourglass emojis. Dog, this is the Lakers.
Yeah, this ain't that. But I see LeBron as like a troll. So that's what I saw the Knicks towel. I'm like, that's just him being him. But even if it don't end with like the Lakers, I'm cool with that. Like, I never think anyone owns LeBron. Everybody just rents him for a little bit of time. Get your check.
I don't feel that hate though. I don't feel like the hate of Lakers fans. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm not in the trenches of Twitter like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like when I'm talking to Lakers fans and stuff like that between Bron and
it's been a crazy couple weeks, brother.
Okay, damn. Maybe yeah.
And not even necessarily the biggest accounts, but just I know Jazz is the same way as me. Like you just have friends who's just like the Filipino homie who loves the Lakers. The shit that people are tweeting like the last couple weeks is crazy.
Jeez. And honestly, keep it a bean. If Bron left, I'd probably stay. I'm like, all right, man. You know,
the yellow looks too good on you, bro.
I bought the shorts.
What do you mean? What do you mean you'll probably stay? Like, where would?
I'll just be a Lakers fan. I'm not going.
Where were you before that?
I was a Bron fan. I've been a fan of players. Just like I'm gonna. I'm fine. Where we going next, Bron? Where we at?
I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game. I didn't know that, bro.
We're here before that. I'm from St. Louis. We ain't got no basketball team. I just find people I like, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean? And so, but now I've enjoyed my experience. I'm living here, got a family here. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me lean in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Please don't root for the Clippers, no matter what.
Oh no, brother. You know what I'm saying? No.
I mean, I know it's looking kind of good over there, but give it time.
No, that's nasty work. I was born in the 80s, nigga. Like we see too much. I seen that arch. You know, that arc. You know what I mean? It doesn't end up well. You feel me?
Every time I buy tickets, it's a weird pick your own adventure experience with a bunch of hidden fees, and I never know what I'm going to spend. You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Gametime is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you.
I'm looking at the Gametime app right now. The Wizards have quite a few home games that I'm interested in coming up. They've got the Phoenix Suns visiting in February. They've got the Celtics coming there a couple weeks after that. Gametime offers last-minute ticket deals, zone deals. It's easy to find and buy tickets of every kind of event in your area. You can view all the seats in your venue. I'm very much interested in the Hennessy Suites that they have going on at the Wizards home arena, so definitely interested in investigating that a little bit more with this app.
Gametime is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. You can see the view from your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. All-in prices show your total upfront, so you know you're getting a great deal before you check out. They're obsessed with finding ways to help you save money on tickets. Gametime has deals on tickets right up to the start of the event and even an hour after it starts. It's the place to find last-minute seats. And with zone deals, you pick the section and Gametime picks the seats for big-time savings. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code JANJ for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code JANDJ for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. I'm gonna be honest with you. Part of what's been so uncomfortable for me as a Lakers fan is that the Clippers,
look good, man.
They're making me
really.
They're making me nervous. They are making me nervous this year.
You really think they have a chance? You think that team could? They're good.
Yeah.
Why not?
They're 31-6 their last 37 or some shit like that. Like,
yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah. They humming.
I don't think they can get out the West.
I feel like we've got to see what they do in the postseason. I'm with you there too, but they're clicking. Harden has found his groove with that team. Westbrook has found his groove. Like if Kawhi and PG can stay healthy for the postseason, and we're at the point now where like, the burden isn't even on Harden if he stinks it up. He's the third fucking option, right? Like he can go missing for a series and they can still make it out of it. So, like I said, we'll have to see what they do in this postseason. But I'm pretty high on the Clips, man.
I don't want to be dramatic, but the Clippers cannot win a championship this year, being that last year in Staples, the city will burn because in a minute they about to be out here in Inglewood. We can't have that. They can't be like,
Right.
So don't even put that in the universe.
I don't think people understand if you're not in Southern California. Like if you're just watching basketball in another part of the country, you just see highlights. You're like, oh, wow, the Clippers are good right now. It's not like USC, UCLA, where if UCLA is doing well, even a lot of USC fans are like, okay, cool. Good for UCLA. Where we don't, fuck them, but like, that's fine. Like Kawhi Leonard gets booed at Dodgers games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people in LA don't like the Clippers.
Really?
There's just 20 million people in LA, and so you're gonna fill a stadium. Like, you know what I mean? But like, we had Vinny played in a basketball league at the YMCA that the Clippers sponsored, which was very like, they've done a lot of good community work and everything. They're rebuilding courts and stuff. These kids, you know, they put a Clippers logo on the jersey. The kids didn't want to wear the jerseys.
That's crazy.
The kids are asking us as their coaches to ask the YMCA, could we put something other than Clippers jerseys on, even though they're free and they're sponsoring our league?
No,
They're like, I don't want to wear this shit. Like, Vinny was like, I don't want to wear a Clippers jersey.
They would be the only team in NBA history to get booed during their championship parade, bro. Like,
Hey, Laker
crazy.
fans might for real show up to get their issue off
Yeah.
at the Clippers championship parade. Just doing Don Rickles jokes down fucking Figueroa, just like boom.
wow.
Oh God,
I don't see
disgusting.
it for him. I don't see them.
I still think
I think
I
they're
still think
good.
the championship is Denver's.
We've
to
seen them in the
lose.
playoffs, though. We've seen them in the playoffs consistently. Not health was an issue for a couple of them, but also we've seen them be healthy and just not win as well. You know what I mean? The 2020 season, like, bro, they were the best team in the fucking league, and they got swept by a Nuggets team that, like, what the fuck? They got came down from 3-1.
Yeah.
You know, like, what the, like, I've seen it too many times. They have to prove me wrong for me to believe it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt ever.
I mean,
after what I've seen the last 4 years.
I mean, the story of the Kawhi years has been it just always comes down to Kawhi, right? Like, Kawhi's one of those guys who levels up in the playoffs. Like, we saw him in that series with Phoenix. He was the best fucking player in that series, a series with Booker and KD, and he was the best player on the floor. So, and like I said, you know, they've added Harden. Harden has been a great facilitator, right? Like, he's out there, you know, only getting you like 18 points a game, but he's getting you like 10, 11 assists, right? Like, he is a perfect fit there, even though shit was real rocky when he first joined. And like those first 5 games, I think they went 0-5. But
Yeah, for sure.
like I said, I mean, we still got to see how it translates into the postseason. But like I said, man, I mean, I do think the championship is Denver's for the losing. But I'm pretty high on these Clippers, man. Hate to say it.
The Celtics ain't gonna do it.
Oh,
That's fool's gold for
Yeah.
sure. I feel the same way about the Celtics as I feel about the Clippers. You know what I mean? We're like, they're really good in the regular season.
A little bit of a
the
different
Celtics-
franchise
the Celtics
history, but I
are-
feel you.
The
Celtics are
But I'm just saying,
the Celtics
like,
are confusing as
this
yeah,
Celtics team.
These Celtics are
Go ahead.
confusing as shit because they play to the level of their competition. It's fucking it's mind numbing. Like, you know, that game when Bron and AD sat out, I was like, oh, the Celtics ought to be funny as hell tonight. They lost that game,
got
right?
cracked.
Like, I just don't understand it.
Not to get back in my Laker bag.
Almost lost to the
Yo,
Pistons. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry,
Go
not to
ahead,
get
go
back
ahead.
in my Laker bag, but we beat the Knicks and we ended that whole streak and the Celtics. Like, I don't understand why. I'm sorry.
No, and the Thunder are jockeying for a 1 seed, and the Lakers have had their number all season too, right? Like, it's just they're another fucking team that we can't wrap our head around. So
Maybe we're like the Clippers of the West, except the records aren't the same. Okay.
the Clippers of the Clippers, the Clippers of the team that
Celtics.
shares the arena with the Clippers.
Y'all are what y'all think
Mhm.
of the Clippers. That's what the Lakers are. We are. Sorry, we. That's what I'm saying.
I don't get it. Clippers not gonna win. Celtics. I could see it's hard because I always think of Jason Tatum as being 19, like everybody does. But I could see him taking a step or two, and I don't know. I'm never gonna say like Clippers. I mean, wow, Celtics got it. You see, now this Clippers talking getting in my mind. I'm never gonna say like Celtics got it, but on a good night, they're a scary team.
I just think I think the case for the Clippers to me is the Nuggets are maybe no team is more reliant on one player in terms of championship expectations. That, you know, maybe the Bucks, but like if anything happens to Jokic, yeah, the Clippers.
He's so
you know what I
durable.
mean?
He's
And he's
so
a big.
durable.
And
Yeah.
he's so durable, but he's also a big, bro. And
Right,
when
right.
bigs go from durable to like not durable very quickly, you know what I
Nerd.
mean? So
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, and again, I'm not saying I expect that or whatever. It's just the reality of it is, and we've seen that a lot the last couple of years. It really comes down to health. It really comes down to how good is your best player right now. And you know, I don't know. Yeah, like, do I think it's more likely Kawhi Leonard has an injury in the playoffs than Jokic? Yes, obviously. But there's certainly like I do think the Clippers are in that they have a shot at it, which just to be honest scares the hell out of me. They worry me a hell of a lot more than the Thunder do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Like,
oh come on, yeah, bro, yeah, for sure. I mean, they're just they're more battle tested than the Thunder. The Thunder, this is the first year we've seen him like, oh, you know, I mean, it's kind of like the Kings when they first got good. You know what I mean? Like, they're a good team. They won a lot of games, but you kind of know what happens in the playoffs. You know what I mean? It takes a lot to be.
Hey, but listen, but this is weird. Let me read you. I'll just read you right now today. The top 6 teams in the West. And you tell me how many of these teams you think are a championship contender? The Timberwolves?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Not going. Yeah.
The Nuggets.
Championship. You think the Timberwolves are a championship contender? I don't think they're ready.
Yes, I do think they're ready.
The Nuggets are definitely ready. Yeah,
okay,
like, obviously.
But I'll give you those two, and then it's Thunder, Clippers, Suns, Pelicans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be a weird playoffs, and the seedings are gonna be weird too. I think it's gonna be another year where you're looking at a lot of lower seeds. Like, oh, this team gets to go and play. You know, like the Lakers end up playing the Thunder in the first round. I'd feel pretty good about that series.
But the Suns, I
they're
wouldn't
clicking
count them
too.
out.
Yeah, they're clicking. They're clicking. Still though, you know, the postseason, you need that defense. You know, that's a glaring hole there, but they're figuring out with Bill. They're hooping.
All right, we said this is a trade deadline show, and it was just, I don't know, my heart rate didn't get above 65 all day. But what what moves move the needle for y'all? I know obviously the Knicks got better, but like, did anyone see anything on trade deadline day that changed the way they thought about the playoffs or how this season will shake out?
Keeping it on the Knicks. You know, they just kind of further cemented, you know, they're another team I'm high on, right? If we get like a Knicks Clippers finals, the world might fucking implode, speaking of implosion. But the Knicks, bro, like, I'm at the point now where I would not be surprised if they win the East. Like, I would not be surprised.
Wow.
Like, look, okay, at the top of the season, we knew the East was going to be a 3-team race. Well, a 2.5-team race, right? We knew it was going to be the Celtics and the Bucks. Those are the big dogs. And the Sixers had an outside shot. Sixers are off the table, and B's done for the year. The Celtics, we just discussed. They confusingly play to the level of their talent. You never know what team you're getting night in without them.
Right,
Same with the Bucks. They don't have their shit together. The Knicks have been incredible since that OG trade, right? Like, he has just been a perfect fit. Then they trade for Bogdan and Burks, and they've got a bunch of wings out there who can shoot, like a bunch of 40% guys from 3. You got an all-NBA guy in Jalen Brunson. You got great coaching in Tibbs. If he just fucking, you know, takes his foot off the gas and stops playing these guys 53 minutes a fucking game. I'm really high on the Knicks, man. I really am.
People were saying that they're championship contenders. Now, I wouldn't go that far. You know what I mean?
But I think whoever comes out the West smacks them if they do make it out the East. But I do think they can make it out the East.
Okay, I feel the same. Bro, like, Mike was like, do you want to talk about Bogey? I think he can shoot. He has size. They needed the shooting for sure. You know, even prior to, you know, these trades on their best days, they didn't have the most shooting, so that they benefit there. They benefit from the size. They have another ball handler in Burks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they got the pieces that they need, especially when like the pool wasn't that deep of, you know, what you can really do and what was, you know what I mean? I think the front office and the team is proven to be smart. Dare I say, like, when it comes to the Knicks, we haven't said that prior years prior, but yeah, I mean, they made solid moves, and I think they have a chance of definitely winning the East. I mean, I think that's a long shot. I think the Bucks are going to have to just continue to stink. I think the Celtics are going to have to stink it up as well, because I think the Celtics, I think they're good enough to beat the Knicks, but more than good enough. But yeah, we'll see.
Listen, man,
I'm happy they made these trades. I'm happy they're moving in this direction. I think the NBA is more fun when the Knicks are good than when they're just, you know, a serviceable team that makes the playoffs. A good Knicks team is a good NBA.
How do we keep saying that? Nobody cares if other teams are great.
I think the same thing with the Lakers. I think these big market teams.
People hate when the Lakers are great. Mike, tell them.
People do hate it, but that's what makes it. I feel like it's the same. Like if the Knicks are good, and you all of a sudden, you know, because the East Coast fans haven't really had shit to get super obnoxious about. Like, Knicks fans are the worst. Knicks fans are worse than Laker fans. So, like, you know, you really up the obnoxious quotient, and that's what the league is. It's the quote tweet league. You know, like, you need people trying to dunk on each other and and be miserable in the streets. Like we saw how crazy New York got when the Knicks were like a 5 seed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Their fans are fun as shit. I enjoy when the Knicks are good because their fans will be on one. But bro, like I said, like last postseason, we saw Jimmy Butler and Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin go through the Celtics and the Bucks. You telling me Jalen Brunson and Randall and OG and Bogdy can't do the same? I'm high on these Knicks, bro.
I think they could. I'm just thinking it's unlikely. That's how I feel at this point. You know, I mean, we'll see. But also, we're talking about like hate fueling you. Like I think I watched. Like we talked about Kobe earlier. I rooted against Kobe his entire career. You know what I mean? But I also watched damn near every Kobe game that I could and cried when he retired. You know what I mean? I hated Steph. You know what I'm saying? While he was going up against Bron. But I watched maybe more Steph Warriors games than Bron games during the period when they were really good because it was such beautiful basketball. Like so even if you hate, you know what I'm saying? I think hate can fuel. I mean, you're still watching a bunch of basketball doing it. So I think it just made like when I hated Steph, basketball was better. Like I'm watching Bron and Steph now, and I enjoyed the game, but I'm like, I just want them both to play good. That's beautiful, but it's not as fun. You know, watching Kobe play and him killing the team, the players that I was a fan of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was fun. You know what I'm saying? Even though I rooted against him, I really enjoyed that experience. That's why I cried in my fucking chicken wings at Buffalo Wild Wings when he retired. You know what I'm saying? But like, dog, I think hate is good. So I think the Knicks, you know, being good and you know the Lakers being good and people hating that, you know, it fuels NBA. The energy.
Yeah,
energy.
I feel
know
you.
what I mean?
Please stop eating Buffalo Wild Wings. But I feel you.
Oh, I was broke, man. That was what 2016.
Hey, Star Buffalo Wild Wings out. The
Dogs,
Caribbean jerk wings still go hard, dog. I'm sorry.
Hey, nah, man. I mean, I ain't been since then. To be keeping it a bean, that's the last time I went. You know what I mean? No pun intended. But
I got Wingstop delivered last night after the Hall of Fame shit I hosted. I didn't get home till like 10:30, and I was like, I just put the order in. I was like, meet me at my house at 10:45.
What do you get there?
Well, my stomach's so fucked up, bro. I just get mild and lemon pepper. You know what I mean?
Okay. You also lemon pepper.
When we were in high school, we used to do this shit where we would eat the atomic wings, and like whoever broke eye contact first was we used to do dumb shit like that. I can't do any of that anymore. It's just
the stomach lining gone.
I know you're so right, Jazz. It's insane any of us survive to 30, bro.
Yo, I don't know how men just survive. Like y'all be doing some crazy shit. So every time y'all make it to, I don't know, like 25, I'm like, good for you.
So
every adult
dumb.
man is a miracle, bro. Like we are all dumb as fuck. Some of the shit we've done.
Hey, y'all know how I feel about that. We've actually talked about that, bro. Like, you know, you need a little luck to make it this far. You feel me? Like,
well, we were just talking about when we had Chelsea and Rita on for our Super Bowl preview. We were talking about how I had probably COVID in February of 2020, but like I thought I was gonna die for like 3 days, and I was having trouble breathing. And I said, I was like, my wife made me go to urgent care, and both Chelsea and Rita just rolled their eyes. Like, of course your wife made you go to urgent care because you would have just died in your bed. Like you just, which is like probably true.
He texted us saying like, you know that part of like when you're sick and you feel like you're gonna die, and me and Tyler are like,
I would
no,
never experience that.
No, we don't know that part. Go to the fucking hospital. Like when your male friends are telling you, go get some help, nigga. You tweaking, bro.
Why did it take you so long?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Toxic masculinity.
And I would add, by the way, like my friends in high school and I were like, we were the nice boys too. You know what I mean? Like we weren't the only dumb shit we were doing was with our car. We weren't like, we weren't getting into trouble or mistreating people or anything. But we still would go to Wingstop and like, if you can only eat 3 atomic wings,
It's still toxic. You fucking yourself up though. That's the only difference is it's inward. You know what I mean? Instead of external. Prefer that to the other one, obviously, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It hurts us all.
Anyway, there's something in there about Lakers fans. I can't quite connect it, but it's you have chosen the version of toxicity, Jazz, that is.
I did not choose this life. This life chose me. Although when I got into it, when my dad was into it, shit was gravy. It was showtime. It's
right.
It's far from that right now. Although I be hanging on to like the nice little touch passes Bron makes and here and
Oh
there.
yeah, that pass.
That was
I'm grasping for straws at this point.
I'm with. Okay, I will say we can end on this, but I will say the one thing about being a fan of one of the real teams, of being a Laker fan, is even in a season that's frustrated the hell out of you, we do get moments like the Kobe statue unveiling last night, which was beautiful. The ceremony was beautiful. I thought that the statue is great. They did a great job putting the ceremony together. There's so many good stories. What did that night mean to you as a Laker fan and a Kobe fan? Of that celebration?
It was amazing. I not gonna lie, I shed a thug tear. It was great to see like Vanessa, who is obviously so strong, but like Derek Fisher, which in my eyes of like Kobe sidekicks, kind of is like number one. He can pass to whoever, and I know people love Gasol. Like that's my guy too. But
Played the most games with Kobe of anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, like oh man, just seeing everybody up in there from like WNBA players. Candace Parker was up in there. Wade. I love when everybody like comes together, and I would be remiss if I didn't say I hate that it has to happen like in depth, because like I do feel like if Kobe was alive, everybody would still be on there like MJ, Bron, Kobe talk, and it's only now that we get to appreciate all that Kobe has done. Well, for some people, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think that changed like NBA. I don't see that GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
Like I think that changed perspective. Like when we would spend so much time, like I said, I cried watching Kobe like retire, but in the GOAT conversation, I was always, come on, man. You know what I mean? And so like, I was arguing against Kobe fans, like as if I didn't watch hella Kobe games or more Kobe games than maybe any other basketball player. You feel me? So like, yeah, I mean, I think it gave us perspective. Like you said, I hate that it happened in that way, but yeah, I feel like that conversation doesn't even carry the weight it
I know, like Kobe's my number one, but if you said, "Oh, I love MJ, Bron, Magic, Kareem, whoever," I'm like, I could see that as long as you ain't.
Right.
As long as it's 60% Lakers in your top five, Jack and I are cool with you. Yeah.
I think the thing when it comes to like best and greatness is different. I think the thing when it comes to best and greatness is different. And his Kobe's greatness.
She said, look, you could like Kobe, you could like Pau Gasol, you could like Andrew Bynum, you could.
Blinded by
I was trying to think of other people who were great, but I'm like MJ, and then I could not think of another non-Laker. I was going to say Shaq, but I was also thinking Shaq when he was on the Magic. Shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, we just great.
What can we do? It's not our fault. Shit, look at all the statues. I'll tell you this. Any sports team in America has that many statues outside their building. One of them's bullshit. And not one of the Lakers ones is bullshit. You know what I mean? All those statues are real statues. They should all be there, and they all look good, too.
I can't wait for the other two Kobe ones to get made. Those are going to be fire.
Yeah. Tell me a bullshit statue. I'm trying to see.
A bullshit statue.
Like who don't?
Any statue of an athlete before 1970.
Damn.
That wasn't even basketball. I don't know what they was playing. They wasn't playing basketball though, nigga.
How about that? Any statue pre-integration of any athlete. How about that?
Show.
Does that work?
For sure.
Look what he was doing to those little white kids from Indiana.
Right. Look what he's doing when black people couldn't play. You know what I mean?
Is there a Ty Cobb statue out there? Because that would be the biggest fucking bullshit statue.
I'm sure Joe Namath has a statue somewhere with his like 30% career completion percentage, fucking 900 interceptions ass. Like I'm sure there's some bullshit statues. That's for Jenkins and Jones fans, that's a good challenge for you for before we record on Sunday. Tweet at us the most bullshit sports statues out there. I'm sure there are some whoppers.
Karl Malone probably got one too.
Hold up. Ty Cobb
Cobb
had a fucking statue outside the Braves shit. This motherfucker was a Tiger, right? That's that.
Where is he from? Atlanta?
Yeah, the Georgia Peach is what they called him. I know he's from Georgia.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're gonna get on statue watch. That's all the time we got for today.
It's time to cancel some statues.
Hey, yeah. We go Confederate Army these niggas. You know what I mean? Like we getting these niggas.
Ty Cobb the fuck out of here, bro.
Ty Cobb, take your ass with Robert E. Lee, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's all the time we got. Hope everyone enjoys the Super Bowl. We will talk to y'all on Monday. While you are holding your phone right now, looking to click to your next podcast, please, we have got a new TikTok, IG, and Facebook that our wonderful producer Biko has got going, and she wants to make sure everyone's on those. So we hope you're already subscribed on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube, and then it's Twitter, it's Instagram, it's TikTok, and it's Facebook, Jenkins and Jonez or Jenkins and Jonez Pod. Go follow those. Thanks for getting those going, Biko. Jazz, thanks so much for hopping on with us. Long awaited, and we'll have to have you back sooner next time.
Anytime. Sure. Hit me like when the Lakers are in the final. Well, no, because I would never come back. Okay, so.
Oh, my.
Bye.
Joking on yourself is crazy.